Hey, what's up, guys? I have some more Battlefield 3 news for you guys today, but before I get to that, I'm going to ask you guys a question. I know I usually do like that little clip in the beginning and ask you guys a question, but I really want to ask you guys this question. I didn't want to take up a minute, but basically the question is, do you feel that Battlefield 3, the way it is now, is the way it was meant to be? Because Patrick Bach, who is the executive producer and current CEO of DICE, has stated that he believes that Battlefield 3 is now how it was meant to be. And I just don't find that to be valid because the suppression is way off. You guys know that. You got the M26 dart issues. You still got input lag on the PS3. And you still even have voice chat problems. Even though I haven't experienced this myself, there has been multiple complaints of it. So I feel as though it's not the way it's meant to be just yet. Maybe on the PC version, I'm not sure. But on the console version, at least for the PS3 for me, it's definitely not the way it was meant to be. But on to the Battlefield 3 news. I got 2 bits of information, well, 3 if you could consider the third one, like, news or whatever, but it doesn't matter. The first bit of information is about input lag. Now, for those of you guys who have been experiencing input lag on the PS3, like me, you know that when you aim, your aiming is terrible. It's like you're playing with this drunk character, and it was improved, at least for me, not for everybody. It was improved for certain individuals in the patch that was released on March 27th or 26th. I believe it was 27th. And it still isn't fixed, though. You can still see that it's still there. It's still an issue. It's been an issue since the release of Battlefield 3. The beta was fine. The beta didn't have any input lag. The release of Battlefield 3 introduced input lag, so there was an issue there. But they have stated that they're going to fix this issue. Now, they can't fully eliminate input lag. Every game that comes out on every platform has input lag, has some sort of input lag. The problem with Battlefield 3 is that the input lag is to a greater extent, a far greater extent. So they're going to try to reduce it to the point where, you know, it's normal for every game out there, and it's going to be normal for Battlefield 3. And this is going to come with a close quarters DLC. So for those of you PS3 players out there who want to fix your input lag issues, you're going to have to buy the close quarters download content. And I feel as though that's not the right thing to do, but at the same time I kind of feel as that that's their only option. Otherwise they wouldn't have done that. But you know, you pay however much the expansion pack is going to cost, probably $15 is my guess, and you're going to have input lag hopefully will be fixed. And if there's people out there that are only going to buy the Battlefield 3 close quarters expansion pack just to fix input lag, and that expansion pack doesn't do that, DICE is going to have some very, very, very good explaining to do. Because that would be kind of under false advertisement. Because you're trying to sell something by saying it's going to do something, and it's not. It's the same way when EA was like, oh, when you buy Battlefield 3 for the PS3, we're going to give you 1943 for free. And then they didn't. And then they had a lawsuit against them, and that's when they decided to give it for free. It's going to be the same situation as that, except that, you know, they can't just say, oh, here's your input lag fix. You know, maybe it can't be fixed. So, I don't know how that's going to work out, but I just hope that works out well. Now, for voice chat issues on the PS3, there is still voice chat issues on the PS3, and this has been around since the beta. Since September 26th, or I believe it was 27th. It's like always the 26th and 27th that gets confused. But anyways, the beta had voice chat issues. When the game was released for the PS3, it had voice chat issues, and they brought out a patch, I believe back in February, that only addressed the voice chat issues, and it addressed it for me, but for some other people out there, they're still experiencing problems, and this is going to be fixed by June. It's not going to be the same situation with the input lag where they give you the expansion pack and say, hey, if you want it fixed, buy the expansion pack, which is the reason why I'm led to believe that their only option to fix input lag is with the close quarter expansion pack, but I'm still not fully convinced on that. I hope that they're just not trying to sell it to PS3 players by saying, here, buy this, you know, because a lot of PS3 players aren't playing Battlefield 3 anymore. They've gone back to other Battlefields or gone over to Call of Duty or gone to other games, Skyrim. You know, they're not playing Battlefield 3 anymore because they're having input lag issues. The controllers just don't feel right, you know, and some people will say, oh, that's just the way Battlefield 3 is. No. If you play on the Xbox 360 or PC and have never played on the PS3, I'm sorry, but you do not have a right to give your opinion on that because you have never played it on the PS3. Me, myself, I play Battlefield 3 on the PS3 and on the PC. I don't know about the Xbox, but definitely on the PC, you can notice the difference between the responsiveness on the PC and PS3. But that's all the Battlefield 3 news. Oh, I forgot the last one. The launch. Patrick Bach, this is not really like news about the game as to fixes or whatnot. This is just something that he stated that I found interesting. Patrick Bach also stated that he would have loved to ship the game in 6 months, but like 3 months before launch, he stated that he wanted to wait 6 months to ship it. And he stated that we tried to make sure the game was as good enough when we shipped it. Wow, I messed up with my reading there. So that's basically him saying that, yeah, we should have had more time, but EA just rushed us. Why did EA rush them? To just compete with Modern Warfare 3. You know, there's no anything hidden there. You know, it's very transparent that EA just released Battlefield 3 extremely early, just so that they can get their sales boosted up, and it worked. And I'm saddened by that because I want a good video game experience for not only me, but for everybody out there. You know, if you're not experiencing issues, but all these other people are, doesn't mean the game is fixed. You know, there's issues with the game, so it has to be fixed, and I'm pretty sure that they are gonna fix it. But the only gripe that I have with them is that some issues have been going on for just way too long. It's gonna, when October hits, it's gonna be a year. When September hits, for some issues, it's gonna be a year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. And all I ask in return is that you click that like button, favorite this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, because there's gonna be a lot more Battlefield 3 content in the future. And I also do upload Call of Duty content. I also do upload Minecraft content. But if Minecraft and Call of Duty isn't your thing, don't worry. It's not like I just neglect one game to upload the other one. You know, I upload some Call of Duty on some days, and then Battlefield is the majority of my channel. And Minecraft is working its way in there as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, peace.